County Sheriff's Office needs your help in identifying this man, a suspect that investigators say robbed 3 people at gunpoint.
Now, the victims met the suspect through a dating app meant for the LGBTQ+ community called Grindr. Actually, Jacksonette Gutierrez is live in Orange Park at one of the locations where a victim was robbed. Annette, the most recent crime happened Thursday morning.
Yes, the Clay County Sheriff's Office says at least one person was forced to drive to an ATM and withdraw money. And in these incident reports from the Sheriff's Office, it states that this Wells Fargo was one of those locations. Now, I spoke with a member of the LGBTQ+ community, and they tell me they are not surprised to hear about these crimes.
Well, it's infuriating, obviously. I mean, it's something that you have to deal with, from the pulse shootings to the abuses to the beatdowns. Everything that the community's had to suffer is suffered. There's so much turmoil already that now we're being victimized again in a different way.
Carissa Wade is a performer at Hamburger Mary's, and they say the LGBTQ+ community is constantly being attacked, and it's difficult for some to come forward.
People are afraid to speak out because of the shame, the guilt, and the ramifications of work and things along those lines.
Over the past 3 weeks, CCSO has responded to 3 separate incidents where the male victims met with a man who went by Larry on the dating app called Grindr. Larry would set up a meeting place in an isolated location and demand for money while holding the victims at gunpoint. CCSO says in 2 of the incidents, the suspect forced the victims to drive to an ATM and withdraw cash from their accounts. All the incidents happened in the dark, either early morning or late at night. The incident report states on November 28th, one victim was kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at a house in Middleburg here. The second victim was robbed at gunpoint on December 1st at a house in Orange Park here. And just Thursday, the third victim was kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at an apartment complex in Middleburg here. Action News Jax law and safety expert Dale Carson says the picture you see online on a dating app may not be the person who you're actually talking to. So it's important to always be cautious when meeting people you've connected with online. Carson says don't share personal information.
Your phone number, where you live, always better to meet in a public space where you can be safe from those kinds of criminal activities that would occur if you're home or you're in a private location where you can't have help.
Now, I reached out to the dating app Grindr for a comment, and as of this report, I have not heard back. Also, the Clay County Sheriff's Office is still looking for the suspect, so if you have any information, you're asked to contact them. For local coverage you can count on, reporting live in Orange Park, Annette Gutierrez, Action News Jax.
More than 40 million Americans use online dating services or dating apps, according to RAINN, the nation's largest anti-sexual violence organization. And as is the case when meeting anybody new, whether online or offline, it is wise to keep a few safety precautions in mind. First, when connecting online, be wary of suspicious requests or behaviors, like if they ask for money. No. Or if they suddenly disappear, or if they pressure you for personal information like your personal phone number or address, or even something like your social security number. Also no. And when meeting up, you should tell a friend where you're going. Meet in a public place. Do not rely on your date for transportation. Lastly, trust your instincts. If you feel uncomfortable, tell a waiter and leave your date, and block them if you need to.